This is a mini disc recorder. It's an MZR30 by Sony. You can tell that because it says Sony on it. And it is broken. It does not function correctly. Everything's mechanically working for these parts. Everything's electronically working perfectly fine. But the disc mechanism itself, the part that drives the disc and the read-write head, is having some issues. So we're going to focus on repairing those. And I have some video. We're gonna show you the journey of this repair. And hopefully, on the other side of this video, I'll be able to put one of these in here and actually hear some music. Hopefully. Alright, this is my mini disc player. It's got power, mic, and speaker plugged into it right now. This is an 80-minute disc. I have a stack of 74s, but they behave the same way this one does. We slide in our 80-minute disc, push it down, and watch the display. What exciting video content. We got a disk error, so it can't read it. If we attempt to record, we can enter record mode, and we can even play and get audio to move through here, but we get a memory over after just a few seconds. Actually, okay, I'm not sure if the volume up and down work correctly, but we keep going like this for a while. And if I hit stop on the playback and the record device, we will get into the TOC edit, table of contents edit mode, at which point the device entirely refuses to take any input at all. Except for, this is really funny, where is it? Digital megabase. Digital megabase seems to be the only part of this unit that functions correctly in this table of contents edit mode. Now, I don't actually have a way to get out of this mode right now, because again, every control is locked. Even if I swipe record again, it can't get me back into recording. And you can hear the disk drive still moving the whole time. I think that's important. If we force an eject and then close the drive again, nothing will be written. It'll just go back to seeing a disk error. Now, I do want to pay attention. During the record mode, this light does function. Even after we hit the mem over. I don't see any way to exit record mode other than by pressing stop here and getting a table of contents edit. Now, in table of contents edit, I've noticed that the disk is solid, but its surroundings flash with this icon. I don't know if that's standard behavior, but if it isn't, I assume that's important. My guess as to what is wrong with this device is that I have a dirty or dead laser. Possibly both. I mean, there's nothing stopping a dirty laser from being dead. Okay, you might have been yelling at me a bit in that last clip. Because I was dumb. You see, what I didn't know, and here we'll even put the power back in, and I'll throw a disc in so we can listen again. Here's that 80 again. Shoop. Whap. If you look here, you hear that? See, I didn't know that that's not how these are supposed to sound. I mean, how would I know? This is my first ever mini disc player. And I kind of just assumed that it might just be loud. Besides, you wear headphones when you're listening to these. I didn't even hear the disc drive at all the first time I ran it, because I had my earplug style in-ear monitors in. You can't hear anything through these. These are not like open backs. These aren't like Apple, like barely in your ears. These like fill my ear. I can't hear what's going on out here. So I didn't even notice the disc sound at first. And when I tried again and listened for the disc sound, it didn't sound like the disc was like going chuck, 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 or like stuttering. But I looked up and I watched some other videos online, and I got some help from the Mini Disc Wiki Discord. And yeah, this thing's drive should not sound like that, which probably means that it's a lubrication issue. And that if I just go get some isopropyl alcohol and white lithium grease, I should be able to fully lubricate this thing and get it clean and running cleanly, and I probably won't have to replace a laser, and it should just work fine. Hopefully. Alrighty, I've got all my supplies. Now it's just a matter of getting in here and cleaning out the gears so that the motor will work. See you on the other side. Alrighty, after pulling a ton of screws, bending a bunch of snaps, and yanking so many ribbon cables, I have finally made it to the point where I can reach this mechanism. Let's just hope I can get it working. Alright, so I remembered I have a cassette deck here, so now I'm listening to music. Here, let's just pop. What I've gotten to here, I've gotten to the mechanism, I've cleaned it up with IPA, and I don't see anywhere else I really can clean. Maybe under here. I might spend a minute or two trying to get under here. But aside from that, I think I'm ready to go at this with a bit of white lithium grease and get it nice and cleaned up so that it should hopefully be able to move this laser carriage back and forth. Hopefully. Alright, so I did find some more to clean. I slid this over gently and found this worm gear down here. And I'm gonna give this a real good rub. And then the whole thing is gonna get white lithium grease. And then I'm gonna button it all back up and see if it works. Well, that worm gear definitely had something worth cleaning up in there. It's actually a lot cleaner off now on both sides. Now it's just a matter of getting the thing greased up with some new lubricant, and I think it should all work. Alright, I've got lubricant down on the worm gear and the drive gears. Time to put all these ribbon cables back and screw everything together. Man, they weren't lying when they said Sony did origami with its electronics. This is gonna be annoying. Well, shit. I can't solder that. Fuck. You know you're a real repairman when you're using gaffer's tape on the inside. Alright, everything's buttoned up. Let's see how it goes. Yep. fucking surface mount ribbon cables. I hate them so fucking much. They always break. It's awful and I hate them, and they're bullshit garbage. Well, fuck. That's the end for now. I mean, I think I fixed what was originally broken, but doesn't matter if I broke something else. I'm gonna have to call someone and probably pay quite a bit to get that ribbon cable resoldered.